So we'll resume where we stopped. Now we're talking about kalala, and remember kalala will be, now we're those verses almost in the beginning of Surah An-Nisa. We started with verse number 11. 7 starts introduction, but the actual rulings here starts from verse 11. But kalala will be again explained in more details in the last ayah of Surah An-Nisa, which is verse 176. So just remember, because those are not final for kalala. Okay? So, again, let me repeat it. وإن كان رجل يورث كلالة أو امرأة وله أخ أو أخت, brother or sister, فلكل واحد منهما السدس, each will get 1/6. فإن كانوا أكثر من ذلك, they are more than 2, فهم شركاء في الثلث, the 1/3 will be divided on them. من بعد وصية يوصى بها أو دين, similar to all other rulings. After loan, after وصية, after will. وصية من الله والله عليم حليم. تلك حدود. Then Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala was making sure that we obey what He said in those verses, because subhanallah, leaving Allah's guidance will lead to a lot of problems, a lot of conflicts. Alhamdulillah, we're in the Muslim Ummah. Of course, people who apply the Islam actually, we have no problems in inheritance. 99% of the times, it's clear, everyone is satisfied. I get this and he gets that and she gets this, because Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala divided the shares. But just imagine in other cases, and we see it also in the Islamic world, for the people, the secular people who say, no, just that was old rulings, we're not gonna use it anymore. Now we have to divide everything equal. And subhanAllah, a lot of problems come in when they adopt the Western liberal view that, oh, it's your money, you can do whatever you want even after your death. The main point in Islam, in the Sharia of Allah, when the person dies, his money, it's not his anymore. Totally. If he has a will, it's 1/3, that's his. The rest now is purely for his relatives that will inherit. So that's why Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala here in the two verses was saying, Tilka hududullah, those are the boundaries of Allah. And whoever obeys Allah and His Messenger will be entered into the Jannah. وَذَلِكَ الْفَوْزُ الْعَظِيمُ, and that's the great win. وَمَنْ يَعْصِ اللَّهَ وَرَسُولَهُ, whoever disobeys Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala and His Messenger, وَيَتَعَدَّ حُدُودَهُ, and crosses His boundaries, يُدْخِلْهُ نَارًا خَالِدًا فِيهَا, will put him in the hellfire in Jahannam forever. Why Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala is saying here يُدْخِلْهُ? It could be, someone might view it as a sin, right? It's not kufr. No, the one who denies Allah's clear ruling. So when Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, if someone comes and say, there is no ayah in the Quran called قُلْ هُوَ اللَّهُ أَحَدٌ, this person is kafir. If he denies this, he's kafir. We cannot do it, we cannot help. Even if some people say, no, don't say, but we cannot say anything, because if someone comes and say, oh, there is no salah, that person is kafir. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala said there is salah, and you said no, then you're not only disobeying, it's not only a sin now, becomes to the level of kufr. So someone says those rulings of inheritance are not valid, are not applicable today. This statement is kufr. Because Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala is saying you have to. It's not an option. It's not something you have to use your opinion about to use it or not. It's not optional. والله المستعان. So Allah said, وَمَنْ يَعْصِ اللَّهَ وَرَسُولَهُ وَيَتَعَدَّ حُدُودَهُ يُدْخِلْهُ نَارًا خَالِدًا فِيهَا. He will be forever in the hellfire. وَلَهُ عَذَابٌ مُهِينٌ. Those are the verses in the beginning of the surah. At the end of Surah An-Nisa, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala said, يَسْتَفْتُونَكَ. Obviously, the Sahaba were asking the Prophet ﷺ about different cases, which are not included here. So Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala said, يَسْتَفْتُونَكَ means they ask you for a fatwa, they ask you for a verdict. قُلِ اللَّهُ يُفْتِيكُمْ فِي الْكَلَالَةِ. And subhanAllah, also one more benefit from this sentence. It shows us that the Prophet ﷺ did not say anything from his own desires or his own opinions. It's all from Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. As Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala said, وَمَا يَنْطِقُ عَنِ الْهَوَى. He doesn't speak out of nothing. He's إِنْ هُوَ إِلَّا وَحْيٌ يُوحَى. He speaks by revelation. So when they asked the Prophet ﷺ, the Prophet ﷺ just waited for Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala gives the fatwa. So why it's important? Because when we hear any verdict from the Prophet ﷺ, it's from Allah. It's not from him. It's from Allah, as if it's in the Quran. By this ayah, because Allah said, يَسْتَفْتُونَكَ قُلِ اللَّهُ يُفْتِيكُمْ. Allah will give you the fatwa. قُلِ اللَّهُ يُفْتِيكُمْ فِي الْكَلَالَةِ إِنِ امْرُؤٌ هَلَكَ. If a person dies, لَيْسَ لَهُ وَلَدٌ, has no kids. A single person who has no kids. وَلَهُ أُخْتٌ, and he has a sister. فَلَهَا نِصْفُ مَا تَرَكَ. So again, all those are kalala we're talking here. So sister, if only one sister, she will get half. فإن كانت اثنتين, two sisters, فلهما الثلثان مما ترك. They will get 2/3. وإن كانوا إخوة رجالا ونساء. If they were siblings, males and females. So 3 plus siblings now. 3 females, 3 males, 3, 5, whatever, any combination. 3 plus siblings now. What's the ruling here? What will be applied? We'll go back to the first rule. Males, the male gets twice the female. So you count them all and you divide it into shares. Of course, every male will be counted as 2 and every female will be counted as 1. Then you just divide it to them, simply.
The whole property.
The whole properties. فَلِلذَّكَرِ مِثْلُ حَظِّ الْأُنْثَيَيْنِ. Male gets twice the female. Then Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala said at the end of the surah, after he mentioned this verdict, يُبَيِّنُ اللَّهُ لَكُمْ أَن تَضِلُّوا. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala makes it clear for you so you don't be misguided. وَاللَّهُ بِكُلِّ شَيْءٍ عَلِيمٌ. And Allah knows everything. So, those are the rulings. Now let's come to the application. And I'll give you a case, live case. When my grandfather passed away, my paternal grandfather, he had 9 kids, 9 males and 4 females, and a wife.
Mm-hmm.
So who can try? It's very simple, by the way, very super simple. Who can tell me what rules we will apply now? A person died, 9 males, kids, 4 females, and a wife.
Well, the wife would get 1/8.
Exactly. Why? Because he has kids. That's good. So, let me write it here. So the wife will get 1/8. Okay. Now we have what next rule will apply?
Next row.
The main one, the very general one.
Yes, two, male two.
Now we have
female.
9 plus 4. So to make it easy, just multiply the 9 by 2 to make it 2 shares for every male.
Right.
That would be 18 shares
22.
plus 22. The rest now, so the rest, which is
7/8.
7/8,
You divide
will
that
be
by
divided into
22.
22 shares. Every male will get 2,
Hmm.
every female will get 1. Very simple, very easy. Okay? How are we gonna erase? Let me get something. No, there is in the other class. Let me bring it.
Brother, are you from where are you from?
I am originally from Bangladesh.
Bangladesh, okay. You've been here your entire life? You've been, oh, I just realized that it's recording.
What?
This thing is still
Sorry.
recording. Maybe I should pause this.
Yep. So, next case now, it's also actual case. One of my relatives, he was single and died. He had mother and 2 brothers. So obviously it's kalala now. Single person, has no kids, died. Mother, let me write. So, mother, 2 brothers, and 3 sisters.
Wait, who passed away? The father passed away? Or
No,
he passed away, okay.
The person himself.
Okay.
So his father already passed away before him. So
Okay.
when he died, he had mother, 2 brothers, 3 sisters.
Okay.
What rules are we going to apply?
So the mother gets 1/6.
So the mother gets 1/6. Why?
Because it's they are they are siblings more than there's siblings, multiple siblings, right?
But he oh yes, good. That's good. Perfect. So the ayah, we go to the ayah. If no siblings, she will get 1/3. Because of siblings, she will get 1/6. So mother gets 1/6. How about the rest?
So same male is 2
Exactly.
females.
So we have, let's say here, 4 shares plus 3. Those are 7 shares. Now we have 5/6. We divided it into 7 shares. Every brother gets 2 shares of the 7. Every sister gets 1. You see, it's very easy. Let's come now to the complications. I wish if I have written this there. Shall I erase it? That's fine. Did you guys write it? Because we'll need more space now. So, when problems appear, if everything is easy like this, of course no problems. At the time of Umar ibn Khattab, he was asked by a case like he couldn't answer, couldn't give a fatwa. A lady died, and she had a husband, زوج, وأختين, 2 sisters. So the husband should get half, right? 2 sisters should get 2/3. But how? So she died. So husband should get 1/2. Then 2 sisters should get 2/3. But we have only one.
No
Have-
children.
No children, yeah, just this. But it's more than one. How we're going to divide this? So Umar ibn Khattab said, and this is good example of the disagreement. It's very minor disagreement. Only one of the Sahaba disagreed with Umar ibn Khattab. Umar ibn Khattab gathered the Sahaba and asked them, what shall I do? The husband is asking for his right, 1/2. If I give him his right, the two sisters will not get their right. And they are asking for if I give them their right, the husband will not get his right. So what shall I do?
Two sisters get 2/3 from where? There is no rule here.
It's the last ayah, ayat al-kalala.
Kalala.
So when Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala said,
Oh,
وإن كانت واحدة فلها النصف. Sorry,
as two sisters get 2/3.
2/3, yes.
Right. Okay.
Okay? So, what shall I do? And he asked the Sahaba, Al-Abbas and Ali ibn Abi Talib suggested something by saying, let's say someone has loans. Person died with loans, for example. Let's say someone died and he has, like, let's say $6,000 loan and $3,000 for a person and $3,000 for another person. When he died, the total is $9,000. He only had $6,000. What shall we do? Islamic wise, in Sharia. Now he died. Okay, he only had $6,000. What shall we do? What shall an Islamic judge does? Just give this person his $6,000 and this person just leave him away? No. You divide the 6,000 by percentages, by shares. Then you divide like 6,000 out of 9,000, that's 2/3. So everyone gets 2/3 of his loan. You got the point? So this person will not get his 6,000, will get 4,000. And this person will get 2,000. And this is fair, right? Because the shortage will be distributed among everyone. So they said same thing here. Now, if you want to add those, you have to make the common denominator, right? So it's 1/2 plus 2/3. That will be 3/6.
Right.
And this one
4/6.
is 4/6. So total we have 7 over 6. What should we do now? They say we divide the inheritance itself into 7 shares. Okay? So you divide 7 shares. Now the husband will get 3/7 and the two sisters will get 4/7. You see, both numbers are less than the original numbers, but it was distributed fairly by percentage. This is called al-awl. Al-awl. So Ibn Abbas was there with them in that gathering, but he was much younger but he was very knowledgeable. But later on, after like many years, Abdullah bin Abbas said, before that, Umar ibn Khattab, when he was confused, he said, I don't know, لا أعلم من قدم الله ومن أخر الله. I don't know who is. قدم means who put in advance, who put in, who gets priority, the husband or the two sisters. He said, I don't know who is more, like who should be prior than the other. So if he has a knowledge of that, clear knowledge from Allah, then he will say, okay, well, whoever Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala puts forward will get his share fully, and the other one will get it less. Right? But he said, I don't know. That's why they suggested this way. Ibn Abbas said, no. If they give priority to whomever Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala gave priority, and how he interpreted this priority. He said, now the husband, he moves from fariḍa to fariḍa. How? The husband always will get something, right? From the dead wife. So he will get 1/2 if there are no kids. If there are kids, we'll get 1/4. Right? So this is fard and this is fard as well. But the sisters not always will get things. For example, the sisters, if there is children, sisters are out. So Ibn Abbas said, husband must get priority over the 2 sisters. It's very complicated, but so when he was, by the way, no one in the whole Islamic world uses the opinion of Ibn Abbas. No one. Everyone uses the opinion of Umar al-Khattab and the rest of the Sahaba. Even though the opinion of Ibn Abbas is very strong and very logic, and he didn't use just opinions, he used the verses of the Quran itself. So Ibn Abbas used to say there should be no awl. We give the priority to whomever Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala gave priority. And then whatever is remaining will be given to the last one. So in some cases, the last one will get nothing. In the madhab of Ibn Abbas. We'll see inshallah more examples now. So, as I said, this is called al-awl. And just nice point here about this story. When Ibn Abbas was asked, you were with them in that gathering, why didn't you say your opinion? Why didn't you talk to Umar? He said, hibtuhu, means like, haiba means when you have a, like charismatic influence, then people are not easily like to suggest or disagree with you. Like you're very strong figure and very respected figure. So he said, and he was much younger, of course, than Umar al-Khattab. He was even younger than his kids. Then, subhanAllah, he said, I couldn't talk to Umar like this. I couldn't disagree with Umar. But this was his opinion at the end. And of course, subhanAllah, most of the scholars followed the opinion of Umar al-Khattab, which is al-awl. And we will see a couple examples of awl. Awl, which means when the shares are more than one.
Fair question. Since this was the opinion of Umar al-Khattab,
yeah, and the rest of the Sahaba.
And the rest of the Sahaba, do the non-Sunni groups also follow this opinion?
Wallahi, I'm not sure.
Because everything else is clear from the ayah, but this is like more opinion.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't know, wallahi, if they do or not. I have to research.
Okay.
So, next example of awl, then we will talk about, there are 2 special cases. They are called al-Umariyatayn, the 2 verdicts by Umar ibn Khattab. We'll talk, but let's take examples of awl. If we have husband and 2 parents, so father, let me write it. Mother and sister, or to make it worse, 2 sisters.
Who died?
The wife, a lady. Okay? So now, how much what's the percentage of the husband? No kids. Half. Now parents, now She has two sisters. Parents will get, each will get 1/6, right? The two sisters will get
2/3.
2/3. Those are 1/3, right, together. Then this is just complete half extra. What to do now? Again, same calculation will be. It will be out. So if we want to add them all, of course 6 is the nearest denominator. So this will be
3/6.
3/6. And this is same. And 2/3 will be 4/6. So now we have 3, 5, 9, right? 9/6. Now we will divide the whole inheritance into 9 shares. Okay? And that will be, the husband will get 3/9 and 1/9, 1/9 and 4/9. Okay? That's an example of awl. Even if we have one sister, 1/3, still it is awl because it's more than one. Because 2/3, that will be 1/3, 1/3, 2/3 plus 1/2, that's more than one.
Well, what does Allah mean?
Awl, when we have
The total
the
is
total
more than 1.
is more than one.
Oh, okay.
It's impossible because we want to distribute by percentages. We have to have one. That's why we increase the number of shares. So, in other words, everyone will get less but equally. So the shortage will be distributed equally to all of them. This is awl. Okay, now let's talk about the العمريتين. So العمريتين, when you have husband and husband,
Umariyatan
father, means two verdicts, two cases. Umar ibn Khattab gave the verdict of.
I see.
So those two cases did not happen at the time of the Prophet ﷺ, did not happen at the time of Abu Bakr. Umar ibn Khattab is the first one to face. Husband, father, and mother. Okay? Now, of course the wife, the lady died. How much husband will get?
Half.
Half, yeah. Now, if we say two parents, how much they will get? They will get the rest. Right? Obviously. But how much for everyone? What does the ayah say?
So 1/3 and 2/3.
But we cannot give 1/3, 2/3. Now we have only 1/2. So, the ayah says, and again, this is also Ibn Abbas had a different opinion. Because Ibn Abbas said, the ayah is clear. If the person dies, in this case a lady, she has no kids, she has no siblings, mother must get 1/3. The ayah did not say anything about the father. The ayah just mentioned the mother. So, Ibn Abbas' opinion, mother should get 1/3, father should get the rest. Whatever the rest is.
1/6.
1/6, which is half the mother. But this contradicts the first rule, the general rule, which is father and mother are at the same level, same distance from the dead person, right? They always count it as this, the distance from the dead person. If it's like different generations, that's different distance, but father and mother have the same exact distance. So they said, no, they are the same level. Now, and how they interpreted the ayah, which says فَلِأُمِّهِ الثُّلُث, they said لِأُمِّهِ ثُلُث الْبَاقِي, 1/3 of the remaining. So 1/3 of the half. So in this case, the mother will get 1/6, which is 1/3 divided by 2. Half, 1/3 of the half. Then father will get 1/3 or 2/6, just to make it. So father will get 1/3. Okay? So this will be divided into 6 shares. Husband will get 3, father will get 2, mother will get 1.
But this was not Ibn Abbas's opinion,
No, this is Umar al-Khattab.
which is kind of strange because previously Ibn Abbas was saying like, there are priorities. But over here, we're giving the husband priority.
No,
giving his share
Ibn
first.
Abbas didn't say priority is always for a person or from one of them. Ibn Abbas said we have to follow the verses literally.
Mhm.
Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala said 1/3 for the mother, she must get 1/3.
Okay.
And whatever remaining, that's the madhab of Ibn Abbas, even in our.
Okay.
When he said we give priority to those who Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala gave priority, and then the rest will be for the last person, even if there is nothing left for the last person. Okay? So the disagreement here was about, shall we apply this rule here or not? That's the disagreement. It's the exact same thing, the other case, as I said, al-Umariyatayn means the 2 cases. We remove the husband and we put wife. So it's the husband died and wife, father, mother. So Ali, how much the wife should get? The person has no kids. Here, look, wife, no kids with kids.
1/4.
Now again, same, it's exact, actually, both are similar cases, but they are just slightly different. So here, mother will get thulth al-baqi, 1/3 of the remaining, 1/3 of the 3/4. And the father will get the remaining, which is the 2/3 of the remaining. If we want to calculate it, that will be 1/3 by 3/4, and this will be 2/3.
3/12. And
Then that will be 6/12, which is 1/2.
6/12.
This will be
1/2.
okay. That's the other one. Now, next one is the most confusing case. And by the way, we're here just talking now about the very basic. There are very, very deep details. And of course, different opinions come in the details, not in the basics. So, obviously we cannot cover a whole branch of knowledge, Islamic knowledge, in just one lecture. And it is, as I told you, deep, and it has a lot of opinions. But this one is very famous. It's called Al-Mas'ala Al-Akdariyya. Why it's called Al-Mas'ala? Let me write it here. Al-Akdariyya. Why they called it this way? Because Sahaba were divided in this case. Abu Bakr, Uthman, and Ibn Abbas had one opinion. And Umar al-Khattab Ali ibn Abi Talib, Zayd ibn Thabit. Zayd ibn Thabit was the most knowledgeable person in fara'id by the hadith of the Prophet ﷺ. So he had his opinion along with Umar al-Khattab and Ali ibn Abi Talib. But this case, that's why it's called al-Akhdariya. Kaddarat means made it confusing, made it very difficult for them, for their opinion. What's actually the difference where it is? The case, if we have husband, mother, paternal grandfather, and sister. So let me write them here. If we have husband, mother, paternal grandfather, and sister.
One sister.
Yeah. So the madhab of Abu Bakr as-Siddiq and Uthman bin Affan and Abdullah bin Abbas is the madhab that Abu Hanifa considered, which is, and it's one narration from Ahmad bin Hanbal as well. It says, because if we have a father, if the father is alive, there will be no problem, no disagreement at all, because grandfather will go away, sister will go away if the father is there. But since we don't have the father now, grandfather will inherit and the sister will inherit. But now the question, how much each one of those should get? So Abu Bakr, Uthman and Ibn Abbas and the madhab of Abu Hanifa, they said grandfather takes exactly the place of the father and the sister will be removed. And then this case will be very simple, very easy, right? Let's do it in this way, in madhab Abu Hanifa. How much the husband should get?
1/4.
No, of the wife, 1/2.
Half.
1/2. How much mother should get?
1/6. Because there's a sibling.
Yeah, but that was in plural, not single. So in this case, mother will get 1/3. Okay? Now they said that's half, third, what's remaining? 1/6. Right? They said just the grandfather will get 1/6, and that's it. It's done. Sister, 0. She doesn't get, so the grandfather blocks the sister as the father blocks the sister. Because they said, also it's in the language, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala called the grandfather as father. When Yusuf alayhi salam was describing, he said, وَاتَّبَعْتُ مِلَّةَ آبَائِ, I followed the religion of my fathers, Ibrahim wa Ishaq wa Yaqub. He mentioned his father, his grandfather, and his great-grandfather, and they called them, all of them, my fathers.
Okay. If you consider in the absence of father, grandfather takes the place of father, then why not?
Exactly, you go back there. But no, they consider him as a father in the term of blocking the sister. But when they distribute it, they don't consider him as a father. Because it's this way now. Look at the distance. And this is why that's why there is ikhtilaf. If it's very easy, there would be no ikhtilaf at all, no disagreement. But look at the distance now. The lady, the wife, died, right? What's the relation between her and her grandfather?
2 steps up.
2 steps. Father, grandfather. What's the relation between her? Who is the, like, through who the relation between her and her sister? Same thing, father, sister. And the sister, by the way, either full sister or from the father's side. Only just from the father's side, because that's why it's the same distance with the grandfather. Okay? Then, if this is the father, different scenario. Father is immediate. Okay? So, that's why grandfather, even if the madhab of Abu Hanifa, and which is the madhab of Abu Bakr and Uthman and Abdullah bin Abbas, they say sister will get 0. Which this is what's correct in the website that you sent. They got the madhab Abu Hanifa is totally right, but the other madhab, they didn't do it correct. So, now, the madhab of Umar ibn Khattab, Ali ibn Abi Talib, they said, obviously, same thing for the husband, half, 1/3 for the mother. They said now, the grandfather will get 1/6, but then sister will get half. Because, remember, الكلالة وله أخت فلها نصف ما ترك. If the person dies, no kids, كلالة, the sister will get half. But now let's calculate them. That will be much more than 1, right?
So 1.5.
1, yeah, it's like third plus 6, so
Half, so 1.5.
yeah, exactly, exact 1.5.
3/2.
Exact 1.5. So, let me put it in a schedule now.
It's 9/6.
So, first of all, to make it same denominator, this one will be 3/6. That's 2/6, 1/6, and 3/6. Okay? So, we have now the whole inheritance is divided into 6 shares. But obviously it doesn't work this way.
9 shares.
Because exactly, if we calculate now, 3, 5, 6, 9. So we have to divide the whole inheritance into 9 shares. That will be 3/9, 2/9, 1/9, and 3/9. That's why it's called Akdariya, because it made it extremely confusing, extremely difficult for them to solve this issue. Now, they said grandfather is equal to the sister in terms of distance. How she gets 3 times more than him? That's impossible. So they said, in this case, they are at the same level. للذكر مثل حظ الأنثيين. The grandfather should get double the sister. So let's put them together now. Then divide it. This will be the same. This one will be together as 4, 9. Right?
2/9.
Now, 4, we cannot divide it into 3 shares. Then we have to just multiply by 3 in both sides. That will be 12/27. Then they said, let's multiply all of them by 3. Then will be 27. I know it's a little confusing, but it's okay. So 27 shares. This will be, just multiply 3. It's the same number, right? We multiply.
Let's make it 2/9 and
We,
2/9.
of course, yeah, because we have calculators now, and it's easier for us to calculate. But when they made it, the scholars, They made it, and by the way, it's also easier for applying when you make it like this, because now you just count the whole inheritance, let's say 10,000, 100,000, 1 million, you just divide by 27, and then you give everyone how many? So this one will get, the husband will get 9 over 27. Then
6.
mother, 6 over 27. Now, the total of this will become, we said 12 over
Mhm.
27. Now it's easy to divide into 3. The sister will get 1/3, the grandfather will get 2/3. So the grandfather will get 8 over 27. The sister will get 4 over 27.
You said divide 4, 9 equally.
Sorry?
The grandfather and sister, they total 4/9. And then you said that 4/9 will be divided among them equally.
No, not equally. Not equally.
I see.
No, sorry, if I said it, that's wrong. 2/3 للذكر مثل حظ الأنثيين. They considered them, the grandfather and sister, at the same level. So they applied للذكر مثل حظ الأنثيين.
I see.
That's why we had to make it 27. If it's equally, then 2 9s for
Correct.
each.
Exactly.
But no,
that's
it's
what I was saying. Right.
1/3 for the sister and 2/3. Of course, we can do it in a different way. If we just multiply like 4 over 9 by 1/3, that will be for the sister, and 4 9ths by 2/3, that will be the grand. But this way is easier to apply now, because for all of them to make the same denominator, which means when you come to application, you will just divide the whole inheritance into 27 shares, and everyone will get his number. Is it not clear, this one? Ali, clear or not? No, okay. So go back. Let's go back to the original thing. Is it clear from here? The husband gets 1/2. Why? There are no kids. Husband gets half. That's half. Mother gets 1/3. It's here. Okay? Because no kids and no siblings. There is just one sister, not many. Okay? Because Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala said, فَإِنْ كَانَ لَهُ إِخْوَةٌ. So إخوة means plural, 3 plus. So mother gets 1/3. Correct? Grandfather gets 1/6. Consider grandfather here. Okay? Then sister, it's from the rules that we deleted. From كلالة إن امرؤ هلك ليس له ولد وله أخت فلها نصف ما ترك. If someone dies with no kids and he has a sister, the sister will get half of his wealth. Sister will get 1/2. So, can we apply this now, Ali?
Yeah.
How? Count them all together. We have half and half, that's 1. 1/3 and 1/6 together is another half. We have 1.5 over 1. How we're going to divide the inheritance? So we have to redistribute now, right? So to make it easier, let's make a common denominator. So here, let me make it more simple. We have half plus 1/3 plus. What grade are you at? You studied this, right?
7 and going to 8.
Yeah, you studied this, right?
Yeah.
Plus half. How we calculate this?
You add all the denominators.
Yeah.
And,
So what's the nearest common denominator? Is 6, right? 2 can be 6, 3 can be 6, 2 can be 6. It's already 6. So how we make the 2 6? Multiply by 3. 3. Of course, we multiply up and down, right? 3/6 plus. Here we multiply by
2,
2. That's 2/6. Here
1,
it's same. This one
3,
3/6. Now, what's the total? 3 plus 2, that's 5. Plus 1, that's 6. Plus 3,
9.
9. We have 6 shares, but we have to give 9 shares. Is that possible? If you have 6 shares, you cannot give 9 shares. Then, now we redistribute the whole wealth into 9 shares. Okay? And we keep those numbers as they are. You got it? So now 9 shares. This will get 3, not 3/6 now, 3/9. 2, not 2/6, 2/9. 1/6 will be 1/9. 1/9. 3/6 will be 3/9. Correct? Good, Ali? Now, this is fine, but here there is a problem. The sister is having double the grandfather, and they are considered at the same level. So, we should apply this rule, right? Then, we have to redistribute things now. All this, the remaining part, will be divided 1/3 for the sister and 1/3 of this, and 2/3 of this. How we're going to do this? 4/9. Can we divide 4 into 3 shares? Number 4, no. It won't be clear number, right? Then we make it multiply by 3. That's the easiest way. So 12/27. And to make it consistent, we multiply all of them by 3. Up and down by 3, up and down, up and down. That will not change the value, but will change just the number of shares, correct? Multiply here by 3, 3. 3 will become, so here, how we got this 27? By multiplying by 3. Okay? So 3 by 3, that's 9. 9 by 3, 27. 2 by 3, 6. 9 by 3, 27. Right? Here. Now the 12/27. Can you divide this into 3 shares, 3 parts?
Yeah.
How much will be each one?
It will be
27.
Yeah.
4/27. That will be 1/3. So the sister will get 1 share of the 3, which is 4/27, and the grandfather will get 2 shares, which is 4/27 plus 4/27, which is 8/27. Wallahu alim, my humble opinion, the closer to correct is, in this case, is Madhab Abu Hanifa. And the verdict of Abu Bakr and Uthman, and the fatwa of Umar ibn Khattab, Ali ibn Abi Talib, and Abdullah ibn Abbas. Why? Because this is too much, right? This is too much. And you have to change. If you look at the final numbers now, the grandfather is almost getting like the husband, even more than the mother. But obviously, mother is closer than grandfather. So it is valid opinion, of course. The Maliki school, they take this way. Shafi'i school, they take this way. And majority of Hanbali school, they take this way. Just one narration from Ahmad ibn Hanbal goes with the Hanafi school, taking the opinion of Umar ibn Khattab and Ali ibn Abi Talib and Abdullah ibn Abbas, which says sister will be removed. Then will be easy. Half, third, sixth. That's it.
Okay, there is a comment.
تفضل.
Remember last class we said you cannot do pick and choose. Now,
No, you cannot pick and
Yeah,
choose
I
based on desires. Based
no, I
on-
understand. That's also desire working here.
No, but of course, if it's by desires, if
Yeah.
if I'm the sister, and of course I want to pick this one, not the
No,
not the other one.
No, let me finish my
Yeah,
point.
تفضل, sorry.
So, in a previous case, they chose Umar Anhu's recommendation. Now, in this case, no, we are not going to go with Umar. We are going with Hanifa, Ibn Abbas.
Yeah, actually, it's not by study. So what opinion to pick is not just by, oh, let me think which one I like. No. Look, what's the evidence? What's the hujjah? What's the, like the, you know.
Of course, nobody, what do I say? Nobody invented a new role with those chain, just like that for imams, they had whatever information they had available at that time in their hand, they gave an opinion on certain issue. The similar thing here.
Like, I don't understand the last part. Well, what do you mean? They chose, so Malik, Shafi'i, let's say Ahmad,
Right.
they chose one opinion. Abu Hanifa chose another.
Yeah.
Now, if any scholar comes after them, for example, Ibn Taymiyyah was considered as Hanbali school, but he chose the opinion of Abu Hanifa. He said it is closer to the evidences. The argument of this opinion is stronger in his point of view, from his point of view. So this is the point now. When it comes to ijtihadi issues, ijtihadi means it is not clear-cut verdicts. Something you have to, make analogy and think about it, right, left, flip the issue, like think about it from all directions, then you come to a conclusion. In this case, you cannot say to any scholar that, oh no, you cannot do this. Like most of your verdicts follows this school. Oh, now you cannot change it. No, it's not the case. Of course, it's the complete opposite. Let's say I follow Ahmad ibn Hanbal in all issues, but in one issue, I studied and I saw that he was wrong. He's a human at the end, right? He was wrong, and other scholar was right. If I came to this conclusion, it's not permissible for me to take his opinion, even if I take all other opinions from him. But if it came to my knowledge, as they say it here in the law language, they say best of my knowledge. If the best of my knowledge that this opinion of Ahmed is wrong, it's haram to take it for me, because I believe it's wrong. How do I take it? But if I believe it's right, then it's okay. Of course, and it's valid argument and valid procedure, and has evidences. But again, if picking what opinion based on benefits, based on desires, like in this case, everyone will get more in the madhab of Abu Hanifa, everyone will get more, except sister will get nothing. So if one of those are given the verdict for only, at the end Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala will face everyone by what's in his heart. He knows, right? So we cannot hide from Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala even if we say, no, I studied the case, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala knows what's in my heart. If in my heart I wanted to take this opinion because I will benefit more, then I will be punished for that.
I feel like, I know it's not been done, there should be an attempt now to unify those madhabs. And scholars from all madhabs sit down and come up with a unified.
It's impossible. You know why? Because they have different methodologies.
Right, so come up with one methodology.
And again, those disagreements, 90% are not major, very minor.
Sure.
And it's okay to have them. Why not? Right? What's the problem?
Some cases, okay.
In most of the cases, okay. In some, I agree with you. In some cases,
Right.
it is hard.
Because this way unification would be there. And I know over the time opinion change, and let that committee every 100 years sit down again. Do you need to revise or not?
By the way, this is what giant scholars do. In our time, and they don't follow just one madhab.
Right.
The scholars who reach very high level.
Fiqh councils.
Yeah, of course. If you have a fiqh council, then they will have their
North
opinion
America.
from different madhab.
Mhm.
They will not refer to just stick to one
This
madhab.
one.
No,
That's what I'm
they will
trying to
study
say.
all the opinions and then will pick whichever is
For
to the best of their knowledge,
people, for the best of their knowledge, and
the closer to the
and it
truth.
is for ummah.
It's not always the case.
Mhm.
It's not a goal by itself. Of course, ease is good. The general
Mhm.
benefit is good, but it's not the end goal because in many cases there are hard things that we have to do.
Mhm.
Before we finish Salah, I said something last lecture. You just reminded me it was wrong when we talked about the disagreement about touching the women and breaking wudu.
Right.
There is no ikhtilaf that touching mahrams has nothing to do with wudu.
Okay.
Mother, sister, aunts,
Okay, I know.
daughters. No, I misunderstood Shafi'i madhab.
Right.
The correct thing that no one disagrees about this. So touching mahrams are fine,
Mhm.
is fine. Touching any mahram is fine.
Mhm.
But the disagreement comes in touching the non-mahrams
Yeah,
and the wife. Because wife, by the way, is not mahram.
Okay.
Wife, of course, it's closer than mahrams, but it's not mahram. Mahram means, the word mahram means it's forbidden for the person to marry. Totally, all the time.
Right.
No matter what. The person cannot marry his
I
mother,
understand.
daughter, sister, aunts. So those are mahrams. Touching mahrams just like touching your brother. Nothing.
Now, here in this calculation, one thing totally absent is grandchildren. Say in the last case, the person died.
If their father is, if you have children alive, grandchildren will get nothing. Not necessarily their father. So for example,
And it just goes back to what you said. It has to do with the language of the Quran, right? That's why we replace the paternal grandfather with the father. But that doesn't apply to the grandchildren because the language of the Quran does not refer to the grandchildren as children, right?
yeah, no, actually, even the grandfather, if the father is alive, grandfather, it's called إذا كان هناك فرع وارث. there is a branch that inherits. Closer will block the rest. And you will see this rule in those websites. I saw them, it's good. They show you who blocks who. So if you have dead person who has children, the children blocks any grandchildren. Even if the father of those grandchildren is dead, they won't get anything because there are uncles to them. They are closer. This is far' warith. They blocked the second branch.
Yeah, that's my.
Of course, there are many extra rulings, by the way. We didn't cover we covered the basics, the very basics.
Blocking rule, how did it come?
Yeah.
Blocking rule. Let's, as for example,
Let's
suppose
discuss
a man died, had